Hey all and welcome back to our channel. Fans have awaited Steve Harris stand-ups for 15 years. I vacationed with Sam Jackson at 2. We walked to the boat after dinner. "You're Sam Jackson. Take a photo," he asked. "What's the secret phrase?" Katt Williams blasted everyone, especially Steve Harvey, for getting Steve's amazing stockpile and Samuel's comedic timing. Kitten claims Steve's success isn't Hollywood-like. Steve Harvey and Samuel L. Jackson star in dramas. Although they are heavy hitters, they fight. Everyone wonders what Steve Harvey is hiding to harm Samuel Jackson. And Bernie Mac saying Steve was dissing Bernie behind the scenes, thinking he deserved the spotlight more, so Hollywood's not all glitz and glam. There's some serious drama brewing, and Katt's not holding back on calling it out. Samuel's renowned for cracking a joke or two, but this time it. Steve Harvey doesn't dodge shadows, but Samuel wants his dark secrets. Samuel's reveal could cause a Hollywood war. Steve Harvey is famous for his humor. Not everyone likes Sta. Harvey, his radio jokes, and his midday talk show hosting dub are famous. Guess who's loveless? Samuel L. Jackson. Their beef extends beyond gossip. L. Jackson dislikes Steve Harvey's stage and off-stage charisma. Jackson has hinted about his feelings for years, but he has now revealed a Harvey encounter. Remember those viral pictures of? Samuel said the boat scenario surprised everyone who assumed Harvey and his ride or die team were near that luxury holiday resort. Steve Harvey, boat vacations. Magic, Cookie Steve and Marie had room for me because Irvin had their boat, and Lon and I bought a boat to cook on 1 year. Steve captured this great photo of all three from his boat. Drone-equipped yacht's rich black folk art. It was great, man. We met there, but now. On their way to the vacation, Jackson and his girlfriend met Harvey in Boo. As Jackson dropped the bomb, his expression was priceless. The Steve meeting was incidental, there was no Hollywood drama. Why is Samuel L. Jackson against Harvey? Jackson's friendship with Bernie Mac and Steve Harvey may explain their bond. Bernie Mac would roast the crowd with the same humor and make everyone laugh. Harvey appeared to bench Bernie Mac, which was wrong because they were intended to win. Local rumors suggest Harvey was always selfish. The early 2000s comic ideal trifecta comprised D.L. Huey, Cedric the Entertainer, and Bernie Mac. They altered comedy by traveling, breaking records, and generating money. Harvey moves easily. Bernie's mood and comedy roller coaster dealt with real-life issues with great humor may have impressed Harvey. Conflict from a minor dispute. Harvey and Bernie Mac's Kings of Comedy tour claim may be true. Cedric alleged the hatred went beyond backstage on Shannon Sharpe's show. Alpha guys disagreed, but it stopped the Kings of Comedy from going again. Get through it, guys. Was it why you didn't do the F early in the second? I disagree. Pro probably helped. A conceited publicist pushed us together, believing it was about him. Not all sections were understood. Bernie Mac told GQ magazine in 2003 that Harvey was jealous and wanted to undermine his movie deal. Steve couldn't ignore Bernie's 2010 insults. Fans doubted. Samuel L. Jackson wouldn't wish Steve Harvey Christmas because he's close to Bernie Ma. These men were industry relatives, not pals. They were bandmates on a mad quest to honor their leader. Singer you may not comprehend. There is a deep soul connection between Samuel Jackson and Bernie Mac. Jackson and Mac traveled dangerously to honor their late frontman as rock mates. Bernie Mac died of pneumonia in August after filming. The Spike Lee filmed Bernie Mac show and epic Kings of Comedy tour made Bernie Mac the comedy boss. Early on, he struggled after losing his mother. Found his silver lining humor and started standing up to make people happy. His legacy is turning life's challenges into comic gold. Bernie sought laughter, not fame or dominance. He didn't want money, hard work pays off. He thought Bernie's comedy was enhanced for better, not money. Good job, money comes readily. This goes beyond teasing Steve Harvey. Steve considered $10 million in radio earnings a paltry sum in an interview. He has had a roller coaster of problems despite his public image as the family man, a bright man, a charming actor, and $10 million just a bit in Steve's view. Steve Harvey's life has been full of twists, from poor hosting to mistreating his ex-wife and kids. Consider Steve Harvey's family values. He repeated the aisle walk. Why? Steve was accused of spying on his ex-wives. Stevie Harvey may have lost her reputation after activist Essie Berry made alarming charges, but wait. Stevie Harvey dominates Hollywood as an actor, producer, and writer. The happy man worked hard to arrive. Steve learns from his ups and downs. Lessons reality may be more complex. The second marriage to Mary Shackelford was a roller coaster. Steve and Mary divorced in 2005 after having Winton. Mary exposed Steve's speed. Marjorie Harvey found it odd how soon Steve changed lanes, but Mary alleged Steve slept on her with Marjorie after their divorce. Steve dismissed it as nonsense, but deeds speak louder. Steve married Mar after divorcing Mary, sparking infidelity charges. After returning from a few days, Mary accused him of playing the field and mistreating their child. She blamed Steve for her son's facial bruising. Mary sued Steve for $60 million for child endangerment, torture, conspiracy, abduction, contract breach, and mental anguish. Steve sued Mary and got a gag order and injunction. Why conceal when all was at stake? Most believed Steve was involved in Mary's events. No court orders were broken, Mary informed a magazine. Stay silent about your divorce. This is America. The drama's secrecy and legal dispute tarnished Steve Harvey's reputation as love guru. Some followers worried if his personal life was messier than his advice. It appears Steve Harvey was arrested twice. Argue with Mary and deceive her. Steve Harvey and Mark Curry destroyed the comedy industry, where jokes are cherished and poaching is banned. Alleging Steve took his items and made show gags. Mark chastises Steve for stealing his jokes since Harvey's NBC talk program, and Steve borrows a bunch. Mark Curry airs his serious comedic fight with Steve Harvey. Samuel L. Jackson may dislike Steve's comedy. Mark says he called Steve out on NBC's Little Big Shots for copying 2 jokes, but I kept thinking about it. Debated him. What show was on his talk show? As I watched someone call me and tell me that dude homeboy performed your Halloween content, he finished everything. He didn't consider it. True comprehension, but homeboy, you made enough money, why are you on my material? Steve argued with Mark. Steve told Mark to live and work and refused to name the stolen jokes. He cut connections, saying he hadn't stolen a joke in 35 years and defying Mark to name it. Grow up, but wait, Mark demonstrates his statements in this comic showdown and heats up. Katt Williams and others joined Mark, but Steve Harvey arrived in 2008. Katt Williams, who hasn't seen Steve in almost a decade, insulted him before a Christmas show. Imagine radio DJ Jamie Foxx causing mischief. Pot by playing Williams. Steve Harvey pet phone taunt. Rants, hints at a joke, apologizes, and assures Steve he's the king of humor on stage. Jamie, comedians don't beat us, as I told you on the radio. Detroit's interviews confuse Steve. What gives him that energy, or why he tells Jamie in the crew he's always been good with cats, even then, is beyond me. An interview stated, back in LA, I didn't know who he was when I was on the radio. Any movies or anything, and the brother wasn't famous, but he was talking about me at the club and claimed I wanted Katt Williams to call me on the radio because he called Steve Harvey dirty. Befriending Hollywood elites, stealing jokes, and accusing Steve of stealing show concepts like straight-up rating Mark Curry's content. Katt Comedy accused Steve of envy over Bernie Mac, revealing their years-long enmity. Bernie felt Steve was toying with his movie parts. Stressing over Ocean's 11 entry. Steve, who mimicked Mark Curry's show, wears a suit and high-top fade, turning him black. You wondered why you're not a movie star since men think he has the best lineup, and it's a man unit. The same Negro detested